All right, I think it's coming up very shortly here. Telephone is ringing in my headset here. And
yeah, hello. Is this the Cape Breton Rant room there?
it is. How are you today?
Oh, not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, my daughter told me about this show. I logged on to it. It's pretty neat. Calling from the Bay, by. And I'm a former miner, 22 years in the pit, eh? You know?
Right.
And I just want to comment on that big New Year's Eve celebration that they had down there at the dock there on New Year's Eve, eh?
Oh, yes, right. What did you think about that?
Well, I thought it was good. I think they need more of that, though. Like, you know, the dock area is kind of dead there in the summertime, and there's, you know, only when the cruise ships come in, I guess there's a lot of action down there. I wanted to have something down there permanently, like, you know, or maybe not permanently, but something, you know, especially for Action Week or something like that, eh?
Well, I think
have a Ferris wheel down there, and, you know, it was pretty neat.
Yeah, many people like the Ferris wheel. I don't know how much it costs to bring it in here. I think they had to negotiate with a firm in Ontario or someplace west of here several months ago to make it happen this year, make it happen on New Year's Eve, and whether it can be done during the summer or brought back once again, depending on the cost, I'm not sure, but certainly judging by the reaction of the general public, I think they would agree with you that they'd like to have it back.
Yeah, I can understand that, but I don't know if I got any rants today. My wife, she was going to have a rant by, but she's still hung over. She had a big night there on New Year's Eve, you know what I mean?
Okay. I can appreciate that, and you're not in that same category, eh? What else is on your mind that you'd like to talk about?
Well, you know, it's getting up that time of the year now. In a couple of more months, you know, there's going to be a lot of potholes, eh? You know what I mean? And I hope that the municipality does something about them by. You know, I don't know. I know they can't be everywhere all at once, you know, but, geez, there's a few of them there on Welton Street, by. Holy cow. I hit one there the other night, by. I tell you, it's a good thing there wasn't any babies in the back, even in one of them safety seats. They would have probably went through the roof when I hit it.
Are those the potholes on the right-hand side of Welton Street as you're going up the street?
Oh, yeah. I mean, how dumb can the municipality be, eh? And they got people driving around, don't they? Don't they got people driving around down there and you know, looking around and seeing how many big potholes are in around there, like, you know? This is the main street, by.
It is. It's one of the main routes in the municipality and well-traveled, much like Kings Road. And certainly there should be people who are calling the municipality saying, look, you've got a serious pothole here or more than one or two, and they should be rectified before people damage their vehicles.
Well, I'll tell you something, buddy. I think it was a couple of years ago there. My buddy, he hit a bad pothole, eh? And he snapped the tie rod in, and he dented his rim, and he told the municipality or called him up and told him he was going to sue them. And within 20 minutes after that call, they had somebody up there, they fixed the hole, and then he had no proof that he hit the hole. So, no, my beef is this. Now, come on, let's get real here. This is a main street in the municipality, right? And you got all kinds of potholes flying around down there, and you got people driving to and forth there. You know, that can cause serious damage. And there's another one there right in front of the Mayflower Mall there, but you can't miss it.
Oh, that's a very dangerous one.
I tell you, I never missed it. I hit it there the other night by going back home out here. Dear Jesus, by I tell you, I'm telling you, I thought a friggin' one of them grenades went off on the front end.
I know I can't understand why that one's not attended to by now. It's a very deep hole, and I would think there are many cars who have hit it, and it would certainly can render some significant damage.
Well, how do they do it? Like, you know, do they have vehicles that drive around and particularly look for that stuff? I know they do that in Toronto, eh? And in Toronto and in Edmonton, even in Fort McMurray. Right. My buddies tell me that they got actual patrols. You know, they get a guy out there and he drives around, and if he sees a real bad hole or a situation, he calls it in. You know, they don't fool around up there in Toronto. But I don't think even. And here's another one too, here's another bad rant too. I shouldn't say a bad rant; it's a good rant. You know, the new highway there now. You know, the double laner there now. They got there right by the Mayflower Mall. What's that? The 125 is it or something like that?
Right.
I tell you. You won't see this situation in Halifax, how dark it is when you're coming in from Sydney River and coming towards the Mayflower Mall or even going out towards Membertou.
Right.
That area is dark, really dark, okay? You can't see the lines, right?
No, that's
And
true.
I'm predicting, people are using their bright lights, and you can't blame them because you can't see the damn road. And there's a couple of confusing spots there, by a couple of confusing spots, eh?
I
And
can
I'm telling
understand.
you right now, it's not a good situation.
I can
You
understand.
got to put more light. Now you're driving into Halifax there. Sorry there, buddy. You're driving into Halifax, and you're coming into, let's say, Bedford or even before Bedford. As you're approaching Halifax, those streets, those approaches are lit up like Christmas trees. Now, why isn't that done down here? And there's another one too. Drive down Welton Street in the night, bye. You'll drive down Welton Street in the night, and on the right-hand side of Welton Street, as you're going towards Ashby Corner, when you're just coming from the lights there at the Mayflower Mall and you're driving on Welton Street going west, there are no lights on the right-hand side. The right-hand side of that street is pitch black.
That's a very good point. The point you made with regard to the highway and the darkness of it, I've noticed that not just this year, but last year as well. It's really dangerous there from the Sydney River area driving toward the mall. Very, very dark, and because of the construction going on out there and the different lanes that have been set aside, it's extremely difficult to tell where you're going.